Okay. Oh, man. Good show so far, right? Everybody? Thank you, Brad. Bring me up here. Appreciate that. Yeah. Brad's doing a good job hosting and whatnot. Likes to play the straight man because he doesn't know jokes. Just kidding. I love you, Brad. No, I love Brad because Brad is also a nerd, just like me. You saw me take off both of my watches. Oh, I'm sorry, I have to point this out real quick. This one is an old school Casio calculator watch. This one is just an iPod, because I listen to podcasts and whatnot. Still not as nerdy as what Brad has. Brad, what is it that is on your wrist?
Badass.
Yeah, he's got the phone. God damn it. And I hate him so much for it because I want it so bad. No, I'm a nerd. I am such a nerd. No, okay. Here's how much of a nerd I am. I got into a fight with my girlfriend, and I won. Guys, you know how important it is to win. But, yeah. Okay. We'll get to that in a minute. No, alright, I won by naming all 6 Harry Potter books in order. Okay? That is how much of a nerd.
7.
That's it?
There's 6.
Not the biggest nerd in the room. Thank you for that.
There's 7.
There is 7. Also a bigger nerd than I am. Thank you. I feel better about myself. Now they get it, yeah. Yeah, this is a body that was built on Hot Pockets and Star Trek. Yeah, because I'm a nerd. In high school, I couldn't really play sports, because the other kids wouldn't let me. But what I did do as a physical activity is juggle. I juggled. That's what I did. Ladies, that's right. Yeah, thank you for that. You appreciate a good street performer. Yeah, I thought it was cool back in the day. But here's the thing, is that after high school, I realized that if I was going to call juggling a sport, it's kind of the masturbation of sports, if you think about it. No, it is, because you're just playing with your balls, right? When you get tired with one hand, you start using the other. And it's a lot more fun in a circle with all your friends. So... She's in a juggling circle with me, by the way. Yeah. Oh, man. God, I'm such a nerd. Okay, and I want to address this. I'm sorry. So, when I said girlfriend, what did you say?
Girlfriend?
Yeah. No, oh, man. No, a lot of people just assume that I'm gay. Okay? That's all right. How many people, be honest, when I first came out here, how many people thought that I was gay? You are not allowed to clap. You are not allowed to clap.
Ryan, come out of the closet!
Shut up. Anyway,
Carl's not a girl's name.
Shut up, Carl. Shut up. Okay, see, here's the thing. Here's my story. Again, nerdy, awkward kid, freshman year in high school. I had no idea who I was or what I was doing. My brother was a senior, okay? Like, really well-dressed. Everybody loved him. Had the hottest girls all over him all the time. And I was like, I want to be just like that guy. So I spent my entire freshman year like acting like him, dressing like him, picking up his mannerisms and whatnot. And then at the end of the year he graduates. Turns out he was gay. So, yeah. Which is not so bad, I don't judge, whatever. But here's the weird part, is that as soon as he graduates, if anybody here knows of Ice Guy, anybody here remember Ice Guy? Yes. All right. I'm an awkward freshman. My brother, who just came out, is working at a call center. So I just assume he's working for a gay sex hotline, right? No, I was awkward. It was a bad assumption, but I assumed. And the dilemma is that he got promoted, like working a lot, and he got promoted quickly. So he was working so many hours and taking so many calls a day, I was afraid he was going to catch hearing aids or something. Hearing aids. So this was interesting. And we talked about dogs earlier, right? I recently found out that my dog is a lesbian. Which I know. Does anybody here ever thought that maybe their dog was gay or something? Anybody?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. Okay, yes, okay. So it's not that weird. So I kind of played it off. I was like, to each their own. Homosexuality, I don't really care. The only problem is that now playing catch is really awkward because I feel bad making her put balls in her mouth. It doesn't seem right. Now the big question, it's not even a question anymore. Like gay marriage, that is what is happening right now. That is the big deal. But like back in the day, it was what causes homosexuality? Like when you nip this in the bud, what causes it? Is it nature or nurture? And it just so happens my dog is the perfect example of both. Because she's a full-blooded police dog, so it is in her nature to sniff out my pot no matter where I hide it. Okay? No. But since I raised her, thanks to nurture, once she finds my pot, she rolls it into joints. Sells it to the neighbor kids. So, just like okay, who here has a dog? Dog? Okay, you, sir. What kind of dog do you have?
Australian Shepherd.
Australian Shepherd. Oh, that's a good dog.
Ish.
Yeah. Ish? Sort of an Australian Shepherd?
Yeah.
Like a New Zealand Shepherd or something?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so I have a question. Has your dog ever crapped on the carpet?
Yes.
Okay, let me ask you another question. Have you ever blamed the dog for crapping on your carpet?
Absolutely.
Yeah, okay, see, there we go. You can always blame the dog. Blame the dog, because he did, oh, jeez, okay. I'm going to take you with me on the road. Jeez, that was nice.
Crap on the carpet.
Yeah, crap on the carpet. Yeah, that's what we were talking about. Oh, man, talking about dogs. Oh, okay, so online, have you seen like these dog shaming memes? Like they take pictures of their dog in whatever mess with a sign that says, "I'm a bad boy because I did this." Have you guys seen this?
Yes.
Okay, yes. I saw one with this little Chihuahua dog, and the sign said, "I peed on the Roomba." Which, right? Like, okay, yeah, peed on your vacuum cleaner, that's horrible. But from the dog's perspective, you shouldn't shame them. That is ingenious, right? Because not only does the Roomba then mark the entire house for you, but it does it strategically all day long. And the convenience is just absolutely... Should I get a thing? No. Oh, and here's another thing. A friend of mine told me about how he used a vacuum cleaner to pleasure himself. Yeah, I try not to picture the mechanics. I assumed he used the attachments.
Not friends.
And you never reevaluate your friends.
Exactly. Okay, so I tried to explain to him is that masturbation is what you do when you can't get a girl, right? So what he should do is get a Roomba, so that way he at least gets the thrill of the chase, right? Just put some lipstick on it, same, oh man. And it cleans the house. So I'm sorry, I have to talk to you for a second here. Because not just talk to you, but talk to what is going on here. Because your shirt is tight, and you guys over here and you guys over here might be able to see this, but every time you laugh, your belly button winks at I can't help but I know that it's just like muscle contraction, the shirt's tight, your belly button is there. But I want to think that it's your kid going, "Hey, good job." So, how much longer do you have?
Month and a half.
Month and a half? Sorry, let me correct you. You have 18 years and a month and a half. Or in my case, you have 26 years. My parents. Yeah.
kids with pets that don't die.
I'm a little kid. I have no business having kids when I'm a kid. I'm afraid of having kids at this point. There's just the little things I don't. Oh God. All right. In my family, this last Thanksgiving, 3 babies in our family show up to Thanksgiving, which is not so bad. Little types running around. You have fun. They're adorable. But so we're sitting there at Thanksgiving. We just finished dinner. Dessert's on its way. My cousin sitting across from me gets up, leaves the room. And I'm kind of looking down here. She comes back and sits down. And just as I look back, she flops her boob out from under her shirt. And my first reaction is, oh, I'm stuffed. I can possibly. But I think it's a lot. But no. And then she just kind of leans over, and I look. She has her baby just sitting like cross-legged on her lap, and just flops her boob onto the baby's face. Like, guys, boobs are awesome, right? Like, they're versatile, like they feed children, like you can juggle them, you can bounce them, like you have a little office desk thing, you know, like so much you can do with boobs, right? But no, here's the thing. Can't look at boobs the same anymore. Just can't. Or pumpkin pie, for that matter. Which is kind of ironic because I give them both the same hungry look. Man. Family. Yeah, that's my mom's side of the family. My dad's side of the family, Cowboys from John Day area. Has anybody here ever driven through John Day? Okay, yeah. I spent most of last year in John Day. Man, way too long, if anything. Because there's only so much you can do, and I did it all in the first couple of days. You know, went to the drugstore. So, in John Day... okay. I was there for 6 months. I can't go 6 months without doing comedy, okay? So I decided to put on a little comedy show at the Elks Lodge. And, I mean, it went all right. But beforehand, I had some friends that came from Ben, to come do the show. And I was like, hey, I'll give you gas, and I'll buy you dinner while you're here. And they're like, okay, yeah, we'll come do it. Steak and lobster, because they're comedians, right? But if you've been to Eastern Oregon, you know more cows than people. Steak, not a problem. But lobster? You don't want seafood in Eastern Oregon. You don't, right? And that's what I told them. And then I thought about it and had to call them back because I realized what we do have is crawdads, which are like lobster sliders, right? It's the same thing. And, okay, here's some entertainment in John Day. The Demolition Derby, right? Yeah! Woo! This is my first Demolition Derby. Who's been here? Who's been to a Demolition Derby? Okay, yes. And being a nerd, I love competition. And when it started, I thought it was just redneck and another redneck. But no, there's more to it. No, there's points and timing and strategy and all those awesome things. So I was really enjoying it, really getting into it. And then halfway through, the comedian side took over because I realized that a demolition derby is a lot like an orgy. No, stay with me here. Everybody's trying to bang each other. Right? Yep. There's a lot of liquids leaking from the undercarriage. And even if you win, nobody's ever going to want to drive that car ever again. All right, thank you very much, everybody. Enjoy the rest of the day.
What a fine joke teller you are.